The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Shut up!
May will throw to get us started here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to the air. It's May. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Cole. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Ready?
Throwing is May. He's on the move. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Ready.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
To the air yet again. May. Escapes the pocket. Touchdown, New England! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. D.S. Critch to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Get safe. Go ahead. Out.
2 and out from the gun. Has a man, it's Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Slot man motioned over. Tua off the play fake. Got his target. It's Hill. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. One block, but it falls incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Throw is caught by the back. And he... McDaniel
Previous
jawing
play
at
is
the
under
officials,
review.
and while he does so, he's going to throw the challenge flag too. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call.
Ready. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Polk makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready up.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down throw for May. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Escapes out to the left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and
Let's go
very
now.
long.
Ready?
May. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Got it. Ready?
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go. Ready, ready?
Trying to throw for it with May. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Get set. Ready, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He beams one deep right side. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
He's keeping it. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Here's May to the air. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Ready?
From the red zone now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. It's 2nd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. May looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins take over and have it starting out at the 18-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Miami offense headed out there now. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready, shot. What?
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be kicked there.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Hey, get set. Out.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, put a good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's Tua again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Juwan Bentley. We played one here on Christmas Day. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. Here's Tagovailoa again. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Out.
Sticking in the air, it's Tagovailoa. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready.
Tua out of the pistol. It's caught left side by Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Get right here. Out.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, they just couldn't quite hang on.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
So now, here's third and goal.
Ready.
Achane launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros, and part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Shut up. Check go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Back to the air. It's May. Rolling left, buying some time. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Liking 18.
To the air yet again, May. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well.
Good.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They send the tight end in motion. Tua setting up to throw. Achane reels it in. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Okay, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Dolphins with the football. Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Yeah, ready.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And they won't do it, so that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Cowboy.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Come on, set, ready.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hand.
Buys time, rolling right. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it's in the lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but
The previous
the
play
replay
is
official
under
wants to
review.
take another look at this on their own. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the
Personal
kicker.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Tua. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Out.
2nd and 10 now. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Got.
1st down, here's Tua. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
It's safe. Go ahead. Go ahead.
2 now from the gun. Has a man. It's Achane. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Marcus Jones. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Ready.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Nearly an interception on that play. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, come on. Come on.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He's looking deep once again. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Good.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying another one deep. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And with that, we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. And yes, I'm going to be the one to say it, partner. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Go, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. They go play action with Tagovailoa. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
That's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then we like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
44. Ready.
Tua off the play fake. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Called in by Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31.
Ready.
Tua out of the pistol. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And in for the Miami touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's complete to Hooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a New England 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's on the move. Now he takes it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's the pistol snap to May. Oh, he's keeping it again. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, Kate. It's been tough. When they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13.
Set. Ready, ready?
Trying again following the sack. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots lead by 14. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
He's throwing for it! And they pick him off again! Jordan Poyer has it! And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Patriots.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. Eskridge on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, right, here we go. Second down. They send Hill right. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Tua looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursuit, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Get set.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Cut near the goal line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
Then you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Achane will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
All right. Out.
They run the counter to Achane. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
So now a big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for 2. They motion the tight end over. Keeping it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Gibson. He's got a lane up past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Patriots offense all set to go. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Throwing is May. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now.
Set! Ready?
May now. Chased out to his right. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Okay,
It sure
ready?
seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Set up! Set up!
To the air on 1st down. May. Flush down out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On the ready!
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready! Hot, hot!
Back to the air. It's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to Jalen Polk. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Set! Ready!
May now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Throw reeled in by Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean
19
ball.
Tiger! Now, ready!
Operating from the gun. Here's May. It's complete to Stevenson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Come on! Set! Ready!
Here's May. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now! Ready?
Another try following the sack. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
That one complete to Stevenson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Slye. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a two-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. Washington now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Good save. Go ahead. Cut.
Tua now from the gun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Out.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Man in motion here.
Ready, son.
Tua off the play fake. This finds Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
All right, come on.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Get on.
1st down. Here's Tua. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Has his man. It's Smythe. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Out.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush, finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right...
Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage in the simplest path for 2 points.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Gibson. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They have the ball back, but that lead now cut down to a single point, Brock. They want to run out that clock if they can, but above all else, they got to take care of that football.
This is situational football at its best. You work and prepare for these moments, and as an offense, you've got to love this situation. You don't want to play so conservative and have what you just said in the back of your mind. Can't turn it over, can't make a mistake. No, you want to flip that switch and say the ball's in our hand to go finish it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So second down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
It's 4th down.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. He'll throw it. Escapes out to the left. That's cut beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So this is a win for the Patriots. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.